Good morning, boys and girls. Today I'm going to read to you our weekly informational text about Earth Day. This text is going to go through all the different things that we do to celebrate Earth Day and how we can do our part to protect the Earth. I would suggest that you keep your note sheet close because all of the information that we read about in here is going to be used to make your Earth Day brochure later in the week. Here's our table of contents. 1. About the holiday. 2. Reducing. 3. Reusing. 4. Recycling. 5 and 6. Plants and animals. Doing your part, and then the glossary. So if there's any terms that we don't know what they mean, we always can look in the glossary. That will tell us what those words mean. About the holiday. Earth Day is celebrated on April 22nd each year. The first Earth Day in the U.S. was celebrated in 1970. Many people participate in planting trees, collecting garbage, and completing projects that help our Earth. Earth Day is meant to raise awareness of the impact we have on our environment. Recycling. Recycling is the process of turning used waste and materials into new products. Recycling prevents useful materials from being wasted. It also helps reduce energy use and pollution. Many different materials can be recycled, such as paper, plastic, glass, metal, and more. You may see recycling bins in your classroom, at the park, or even at a restaurant. There are also drop-off centers that collect recyclable materials. I think we've all seen those big bins in the parking lots, and I know at Sycamore we definitely have recycle bins all over campus. Reusing. Reusing means that an item is used many times before throwing it in the trash. People reuse items by donating clothes, using water bottles more than once, and taking supplies and using them in a new way. For example, you can take a used bucket and turn it into a container that holds plants. Another word that maybe we use for reusing is, I've heard the term upcycle. So instead of recycling, you upcycle, you use it again in a different way, like those pots in the picture. Reducing. One of the ways we can help the environment is by reducing water and fuel and energy. Here are some reducing tips. Turn off the water while brushing your teeth. Turn off lights when you leave a room. Walk rather than using a vehicle. Unplug electronic devices. Those are all pretty simple. I think we can handle that. Plants. Did you know that trees provide us with both food and oxygen? Trees and plants are very important to our environment. Here's how you can take care of plants. Don't pick flowers. Water plants and trees. Plant new plants, flowers, and trees. Animals. Very important that we protect our animals. Reducing, reusing, and recycling also has a positive impact on animals in our environment. Many insects need plants and trees to survive. Picking up trash also prevents animals from getting caught up in waste. It is important to be aware that when we don't take care of our earth, it can be harmful to our animals and our future. Doing your part. So, how can you do your part in taking care of the earth? Here are some suggestions. Pick up trash even if it's not yours. Reuse water bottles. Use energy-efficient light bulbs. Walk, bike, or use public transportation. Plant a tree. Turn off electronic devices. Talk about going green with your family and friends. So, and then we have our glossary. That sun looks so happy because we're going to be taking care of our earth. So there are our words we had that might be a little tough that we didn't know right away. The environment is our natural world, the place around us where we live. Oxygen is a chemical that's found in the air, which we all know that we breathe oxygen. Recycling, to make something new from something that has been used before. So sometimes we used recycled paper. They take paper like newspapers and papers from businesses that they don't need anymore, shred it up and make it into new paper that we can use for writing. Reducing, to make something smaller in size or amount. So we can reduce how much of the pollution we put in the air from our cars by riding bikes or riding the bus, because more people can fit on the bus, and that's a few less cars that are on the road. Reusing, to use something again. Mrs. Cabral has a reusable water bottle that I use over and over and over again so that I don't buy plastic bottles and throw them away, and by the end of the week I'm throwing away 30 plastic bottles. That's not good for the environment. So I reuse my big water bottle every single day. Waste, material that is left over or that is unwanted after something has been made. So waste can be trash. Waste could be the little pieces that we don't use when we cut paper or fabric or those kinds of materials. Waste can be the food that's left over after we've eaten our dinner and pushed our lima beans to the side because we didn't want to eat those. That would be waste. So I hope you guys enjoy learning more about Earth Day this week and that you enjoy making your Earth Day brochure. Have a lovely day, and I will see you all soon in the Zoom room.